everyone, and welcome to another edition of the My Scotts Valley Weekly Show. I am Robert Aldana, your host of the Facebook page My Scotts Valley, and with us we have a pretty cool guy that I've got a chance to talk to a few times, Mr. Daniel Cruz. Can you explain a little bit to us your title and what it is that you do?
Absolutely. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and hypnotherapy involves the use of hypnosis to allow people to reach a different state of mind. It's very much like when you're dreaming. I get people down into a very relaxed state of mind. Some people have misconceptions about hypnosis, where it seems like a mystical state, but it's actually a very natural state that we go into, each and every one of us go into each and every day at different points of the day. But hypnosis is just a very relaxed state of mind where the conscious mind is kind of dropped down, and then I can speak directly to the subconscious mind, helping people bring out their best.
Okay, so I'm a little nervous talking to you. I got to let you know that, because I'm hoping you're not going to hypnotize me, turn me into a Giants fan or something like that, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a big Dodger fan, and I probably shouldn't say that, right? I'm probably in the wrong place by saying that, but do you ever get that, like, from friends, say, hey, don't look at me too much, because you're going to...
Absolutely. People think it's like mesmerizing.
And it's not like that at all.
And when a mesmerist would use his eyes, staring deep into my eyes, what would happen is it uses a sense of shock, actually. And that would allow for the mesmerist to make the changes using a form of hypnosis. But actually, no, I can't just look at you and use my spinning eyes.
I'm just making sure, I'm just making
absolutely.
sure. I'm just giving you a hard time. I do believe in your practice, because it's a very legit and practice and a type of healing for a lot of people for various different reasons.
Absolutely.
So explain to us, who are the people that you would be assisting and why?
The people I would be assisting are those that want to quit smoking, that want to lose weight, that want to improve their athletic or their academic performance. Even people that have dreams that they want to decipher. I helped a gentleman not too long ago help decipher a dream that he'd been having reoccurring dreams, the same dream over and over again for decades. And I helped him unlock what it was, and what it turned out to be was an actual murder that he had seen as a child.
Wow.
So these are the people I want to help, and by accessing the subconscious mind, I can help them dig out what's there. Whether it's old bad stuff or the good new stuff that they want to bring up and take on life's challenges and succeed.
And so people, for example, get into certain habits, like certain eating habits, smoking habits, I would imagine, substance abuse habits. And so you're in a position where you're able to go in and change some of their habits mentally, correct? Because habits are usually, there are habits obviously that are physical habits, because that's just how our body reacts to them. But a lot of it's mental habits, like the way we eat and certain other things like that. You're able to go in and actually assist people with those type of habits.
Absolutely, and a good example is cigarette smoking. Cigarette smoking, people think that nicotine is just so hard to quit. And for a lot of people it really is. But it's a physiological thing. It's not something that is something like heroin or alcohol as far as an addiction. Your body will not crave it. It's all pretty much up here. So what I do with my smokers is I will give them a whole different frame of mind about smoking. I'll make them think that smoking cigarettes tastes like licking a dirty ashtray. And I'll reinforce that over and over during the hypnosis. And then I will give them something better to go to, the very best feeling they've ever felt 1,000 times over. And I give them a keyword to say that whenever they want to quit smoking and they want to just completely go away from cigarettes, they just say their keyword, and then they're going to feel the very best feeling they've ever felt 1,000 times over. And that allows them to completely get away from smoking because they've got something much better to go to.
So somebody comes into your office. That's pretty cool, by the way, what you're able to do. Honestly, I mean that in all seriousness. That's really neat. People come into your office for a first-time consultation. What does the consultation consist of?
I spend about a half an hour working with the client, and tell them what goes on during hypnosis, of course, how it works, what they can expect. Some people they have some misconceptions maybe. I want to clear all those up, make sure that they understand what hypnosis is all about and what they can expect. And then we can take it from there.
Okay. Yeah. And so one of the things about hypnosis, and we talked about this on the phone the other day when we were chatting a little bit, and that is how the importance of people allowing it to happen. Because if you come in with the skepticism type of frame of mind, it's not going to help you. Right. It's not going to happen. You have to be open to it. You have to be open. And I think that pretty much is the story with just about any treatment. You got to be open to any treatment, whatever it is, whether it's substance abuse, whether it's your diet, whatever it is that you're trying to knock out or you're trying to fix. You have to be open to the solutions. You have to be open to some type of change, right?
Absolutely.
Have you had situations where people will come in and they're just like truly just, and they're coming in but they're fighting you?
If they're fighting me, I don't like to use the word, but fire them as a client.
Okay.
I'll just say, well, you know what? I think you're better off being helped by somebody else. Because if you're going to fold up your arms and say, you can't hypnotize me and I won't go there, you're right. Absolutely.
You're probably doing them a favor by doing that. You really are. And because what the last thing you want to do, and I appreciate that, and I respect that. That's great that you do that. Because I'm in real estate. I've been selling real estate for 27 years. In case you're wondering, I started when I was 3 years old. I'm just kidding. So I've been selling real estate for 27 years as of 2013. There are certain situations when I'm meeting with clients and their home is worth $650 and they want $785,000 and I'm like, your house is not worth $785. And there comes a point where you have to, because you're doing your client a favor by saying, I just can't help you. You got to find somebody that's that you think can help you, because I'm never going to get you $785 if your home is truly worth $650,000. Right. Very similar in what we talked about, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. How long have you been doing this type of therapy and this type of work?
I've been doing hypnotherapy for 3 years. I started just back in 2010.
Okay.
And it was interesting. I'll give you a little backstory on how I got into hypnotherapy. It was, about 7 years ago. I was in a marriage that was falling apart. I was working 15-hour days, working in the tech field over the hill in Los Gatos. And then I was overweight, 60 pounds. And
that's hard to believe because you're in awesome shape.
Thanks. Yeah, and it's all partially due to hypnosis, really, changing my life. I at my 40th around my 40th birthday, I got my type 2 diabetes diagnosis.
Okay.
Because I'd been abusing my body with a lot of stress and a lot of energy drinks. And so after getting that diagnosis, I knew I needed to change things up. So I started going back to the gym and started working out and started eating the right foods, but I needed to deal with the stress, the underlying stress that I was dealing with in my everyday life. So as I was browsing around on the internet one day, I saw a thing about hypnosis. And I remember back in high school seeing a stage hypnotist do a special finale. He'd done the usual stuff, making people act like a chicken and sign their names as the stars at the time. And but at the very finale, he took a 16-year-old girl, made her stiff as a board, made her think that she was stiff as a board, and put her across two chairs with her bottom unsuspended in the middle, and then he stood up on her.
Oh, wow.
And everybody's jaws dropped. Wow, that's amazing. And I remembered this from 30 years ago or so. And I picked up that CD and I started learning, and I learned more and more about hypnosis, started learning from different hypnotists, and actually took a trip out to Salt Lake City and learned how to do that trick, how to put somebody across two chairs and make them into the human bridge. But as I learned how to do hypnosis on myself, I learned how to relax, and relax anywhere. In places where I was tense and wound up otherwise, I learned how to relax anywhere. And that was pretty awesome. So I started using self-hypnosis to increase my metabolism, to always focus on eating the right foods because of my diabetes, and just get myself in the best shape I could get into. So
there's a lot of people who see hypnosis, and I'm going to throw some questions at you because I'm just telling you what people, how I grew up and things that we always have. There's a lot of people who seem to correlate hypnosis with, not necessarily black magic, but but it's nothing like that at all. It's actually a state of mind, right? I mean, because people seem to think, well, it's like if you believe in hypnosis and you believe in ghosts, and that's not true at all. You're talking about a real physical situation where it's your state of mind that you're assisting somebody with.
Absolutely.
You're helping them change your habits. You're helping them change their mindset on certain things, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the AMA recognized hypnosis as a treatment modality in 1958, I believe it was. So it's very legitimate. It's been around for quite a long time, and these hypnotic states of mind happen all the time. if you've ever been watching TV late at night, say 2 o'clock in the morning, and you notice they have those half-hour long commercials, it's because at 2 o'clock in the morning, who's awake and aware?
Right.
Nobody. They're usually kind of slumped down and relaxed, and they're watching that TV, and TV's telling them to buy now. And that absolutely is a very hypnotic state. When you're half awake, that's a hypnotic state. So advertisers understand this. They understand it all too well.
Okay, excellent. Daniel, what great information you gave us. I really appreciate your time. Folks, I know that this is someone that you may want to talk to if you're having issues with weight control, smoking. He's local here in Scotts Valley. Okay, right here on Scotts Valley Drive. And you know how I am about supporting our local businesses, right? I mean, that's one of the reasons why we're doing the My Scotts Valley Weekly Show, just to kind of highlight and talk about all the various different businesses that exist in our town. And if somebody wants to get a hold of you, how do they do so?
You can reach me on my cell phone. I'm always available, 831-234-8838, or you can hit me up on email, daniel@hypnosissantacruz.com, or check me out on the web at www.hypnosissantacruz.com.
You forgot the dot.
hypnosissantacruz.com.
Hey, you're on Facebook, right?
I'm on Facebook
so you're
also.
a friend of ours on My Scotts Valley, correct?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Okay, has that thing grown or what?
It's going.
Hey, there's a lot of good people on there, so we appreciate all of you who are part of the My Scotts Valley page, and really, it wouldn't be what it is without all the people that are on there and sharing information back and forth, so it's pretty cool.
Absolutely, and I want to thank you, Robert, for putting that together.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun. Hey, it's a pleasure. Hey folks, thanks for watching this particular segment of My Scotts Valley Weekly. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Daniel a little bit more. I know I have, and if you have more questions or information, just go to our Facebook page at My Scotts Valley, and you can probably post information or questions, and I'm sure I'll let him know that there's things being asked, and I'm sure he'll be happy to answer any questions. Of course, you can go to his website too.
Absolutely.
Again, folks, have a super day, and thank you for watching this program. Tell all your friends about the My Scotts Valley page. We're going to continue to share a lot of excellent information. And of course, don't also forget our webpage at myscottsvalley.com. Have a super day, everyone, and look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.